have so many cups on my bedside table. 3, because they're all necessary. This is last night's water, this is fresh water, and this is my matcha. It's 7:49. I've been up since 6:45. Say hello. My hair, you guys. What is this? Oh my god. I brushed it when no, I didn't brush it. I did not brush it, clearly. I took a shower last night before bed, and that was the fatal flaw because I went to bed with wet hair. And this is what it looks like if I do that, but it's not that bad actually. Like my sister's hair, she has really curly hair, and if she doesn't wear a silk bonnet or use a silk pillow or 8,000 other necessary things, she wakes up with the most insane head of hair. You know the phrase, oh, you look like your head is like a squirrel's nest or whatever, or some kind of nest. Hers is like 10 nests. It's like a commune of nesting animals in her hair. Hopefully she doesn't get offended if I see this. I'm so jealous of her hair. I want her hair. It's just so funny. I can't complain right now. Doing a little serum this fine morning. Because I'm treating myself right today. Oh, do I still have soap on my face? I fear I might. Oh well. My skin's been pretty good recently, I feel like, but definitely some spots around my chin. That's where I always get them. And one here. I never get cheek spots. Well, I haven't in like 10 years. A little sunscreen. How's the camera quality, kids? We've upgraded. I got a real camera and I'm so excited about it. It finally feels like I'm actually acknowledging that I enjoy doing this, even though, like, okay, I have 300 subscribers on YouTube. But I don't care. It's not about that. It's about cataloging my life in a high quality manner so I can look back on it and have this whole, you know, beautiful capturing of my existence as a 25-year-old. So that's pretty good. Better at least. I don't have any more fresh fruit. I can't put any, oh wait, no, I'm gonna use frozen fruit. Hold on. Blueberry, it matches my shirt. Okay, that's better. Gotta mix it up. I changed outfits entirely because I changed plans entirely. I pumped up my bike tires, but I'm kind of apprehensive to use my bike. First of all, it's a pain in the ass to get downstairs. And because Jam's not here, I don't really feel comfortable doing it by myself. And also my upstairs neighbors are moving out today, which means the stairwell is a chaotic mess and I'm not gonna add a big fat cruiser bike to that situation. So, given that I'm not gonna ride my bike, I decided to instead just walk into the park and grab a coffee from Dusty Knuckle and sit and do my work in the park. And so I just decided to wear something that I wasn't scared of getting bike grease on, because my chain falls off every single time I ride my bike. And so I'm always like covered in nasty grease. Anyway, here's my fit. Can you see me? Oh my god. Loafers, stripy socks, long jorts, little tank, little bra, my great grandma's bag, my mom's vintage-ish sunglasses, and I've been really into the bandana scene lately, so we're doing a bandana. Can't find my lip liner, so I blended a really pink lip liner that I hate with my brown eyeliner pencil. So if I look like a clown, that's why. These were exactly the vibes that I was looking for. This is the perfect little street that they've actually pretty recently like pedestrianized. And they put these big tables out here and benches and like flower pots. It's the most beautiful view of the park, but it's shaded so I can sit here comfortably. So it feels very fitting to be studying urban design while in an urban setting that has been very, very well designed. I'm relocating because that shit got way too hot. But this looks nice and shady for the time being, that is. My computer's about to die, so that's my sign to head out. But now I'm using this Highbury Crescent as one of the case studies for my thesis, actually, for like a really good urban exercising area. Inundated with runners all day long. It's so shaded. The path is really even. Blah, 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 all the nerd stuff about it. But I'm taking a bunch of pictures now. For example, this excellent water station. But I'm also literally starving. My yogurt bowl was good, but I didn't finish all of it because I was not in the mood for it earlier, but I knew I needed to eat something to prevent me from buying food out, which I just can't afford. Anyway, I'm starving. I don't have much at home, so I need to just pop into the store really quickly to grab something to whip up. Okay, allow me to offer you a haul. I got overstimulated in the grocery store, so I couldn't film anything else. The vision began with this piece of focaccia. She is responsible for this meal, okay? Then we've got some mozzarella, some basil. If your brain wheels are spinning, we're thinking caprese. We're thinking caprese sandwich, perhaps. Yeah. Gorgeous tomato. I got some meats. A little mix. You guessed correctly. Caprese with meat sandwich. Definitely involves some balsamic vinegar, obviously, some olive oil, obviously, and then also I'm thinking maybe, you know, a little bit of spice. The problem is that most of the spicy items I have are like Asian food-esque. Although, instead of the balsamic, would like a hot honey be weird? Because here's the thing, the balsamic is good because we want like a tangy vinegar, but it's more sweet than it is vinegary. So to substitute the sweet, perhaps we could use a hot honey. And I'm thinking, you know, Italian hot honey, I always have it on pizza, so that could be like compatible. Otherwise, what if we did a chili, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a chili jam from Delhi because everything I own is from Delhi at this point. They have stocked my entire fridge, pantry, drawers, etc. and belly. Best before last month. It's so fine. We'll see, I guess. Please, Lord, let this camera not topple. It's precarious. My house is slanted, so therefore everything that stands on a leg of any kind, human leg, chair leg, table leg, tripod leg, over it goes. I'm going to walk so gently so as not to shake the floor. A serrated knife would be ideal in this situation, but I still don't own one. This knife, my mom got it for me and JM as like a housewarming gift last October, and we haven't sharpened it a single time since then, and it's still pretty good. Nothing like how it started, but one culinary rule, well, it's not really a rule, but it is a preference that I really stand by, is if you are eating a tomato, I don't care how good it is, put salt on it, just like a tiny little bit of flaky salt, because the only thing it does is bring out the flavor even more. This looks pretty good. JM's family my boyfriend, if you don't know who I'm talking about. I talk about him to you guys as if you all like know him and love him as much as I do, but then I remember sometimes that I'm speaking to a camera and anyone who might be watching it probably has no idea who the fuck I'm talking about. His family are like cooks and bakers, and they specialize in focaccia. What that means is that I tread very lightly around the focaccia subject because I'm not an expert. I don't really know when it's good versus not so good. Obviously, you can kind of tell by looking at it, but beyond that, I take a step back. So I'm going to be very timidly saying that this is good because deep down I have really no idea. We just want the tiniest drizzle because you know what? We don't really want it to like seep through and ooze out the holes. Okay, massage it in. If you think this is gross, close your eyes. Squishy. We're gonna layer the meat first because we want it to act as like a bit of a barrier. The juicy stuff in the middle, like the tomato and the chili jam, we don't want that stuff squirting out the holes either. Okay. And I think it's extra pretty with prosciutto, for example, to just kind of bunch it up a little bit so it's not all just flat. This just looks prettier. No one will know once the sandwich is shut. It looks nice in the process. A few dollops of chili jam now. Some would say spread this on the bread. I would disagree. Will it make it more challenging to spread out here? Yes. However, we're not gonna lose it out the holes of the focaccia. Focaccia? I don't know. Okay, yummy. Is that extremely spicy? Should have checked before putting it on. No, my spice tolerance is extremely high at the moment and I've just been pushing it further and further. I find that, oh my god, wow, I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about, whatever. My workstation is getting increasingly chaotic, as it always does. I remember one time I was making a sandwich really similar to this, like last summer, and I was making a TikTok of it and I was so excited because I was so hungry and then I had a bit of the cheese and it was completely off. We're good. We're in the clear this time, but I've never experienced off mozzarella. Oh my god, this looks so fire. Basil. And I'm gonna add a little arugula too. There's not very much left. This is like the perfect way to use what's left. A drizzle of balsamic glaze. Salt. Pepper. How should I do this? You know what? Fuck it. It'll be fine. It's the perfect little hat for it. Oh, shit, maybe I should. Yeah, it's all gonna squeeze out. I'm gonna try parchment. I don't think I did a big enough piece. I'm gonna tape it. Why not? Well, that was stupid of me. Parchment is non-stick. So sticky things like tape don't stick to it. We're gonna just cut it. I'm holding this in a very unsafe way. My fingers are literally also underneath, so wish me luck. Perfect example of when a serrated knife would do wonders. Come on, get through. Oh my god, yes. It's perfect. So this would have cost me probably at least £9 at any bakery or cafe or whatever. Even though I did go buy all these ingredients, this is free. Let's go eat. Windows open, feet up, sandwich in hand. Life's good. Corner bite acquired. Yeah, literally perfect. I realized I needed a little beverage, so I just whipped up the same little bubbly lemonade situation that I made yesterday, and it's so easy. I just did like half. Whoa, what is that noise? Huh. Squeezed half a lemon, then did like a pinch of coconut sugar and bubbly water and ice, and it's so delicious. It tastes like lemonade. Little tart, but I prefer it that way. I changed into PJs. Oh god. Oops. Bra is coming off. I have 2 hours until my supervisor meeting to talk about my project with my supervisor, obviously. Downed my sandwich. All of it except for maybe half of the second half. So 3/4 of my sandwich. Feeling much more alive. Not so starving. It's sweltering. Truly sweltering. Might need to take a quick cold shower. I've been doing them so much recently. Literally 30 seconds. Getting in, cooling down my neck. Cooling down my neck. I think that's the main thing that makes my whole body feel cool. The sun's starting to come into the bedroom, but I want to sit in bed. The thing is, if Jam is not here, I truly don't have much will or energy to do anything. And that's gonna sound toxic, like I'm codependent on him to like have a life. Not at all the case. It's more just that when he's here, I feel like someone's holding me responsible. That bra that I just threw on the ground is probably gonna stay there until 10 minutes before he walks in the door this evening. In general, in life, I think I'm really responsible and I set a high standard for myself, but like when he's gone for 2 days or whatever, I let myself go. I think it's like some kind of like revenge, like, you know, revenge procrastination. It's like revenge procrastination, but revenge messiness, revenge unmotivation, lack of motivation. I don't know. I'm gonna sit in bed right now because I can, and no one is gonna tell me not to. Not that like he wouldn't even ever tell me not to. He doesn't give a fuck. He would love to sit in bed with me in the afternoon and like hang out. I don't know. I'm just gonna rot for a little bit. I'm gonna do work, but I'm gonna rot while I do work. Kind of. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna put on America's, whatever it's called, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders in the background while I...
The cheerleaders keeps getting more and more each year, and there's always more opportunity.
I've changed into a little bikini. I've gathered my goods, and we're going to the park to do some performative watercoloring.
I'll see you when
Can I just do a single cone, please? Thank you. Everybody knows the rules. Dessert before dinner. This is genuinely the dream setup. My ice cream is very rapidly melting, but perfection. Okay, I have these watercolors. Pardon the music in the background. Somebody's throwing a party for themselves on a bench. Everyone's just trying to live their best life and enjoy this beautiful afternoon, so I think I can live with that. My brushes, I would say none of these are watercolor brushes. And I have my jug of water. My paper is not watercolor paper, but I did a little test round and it's fine. We're not trying to be professional here. We're just trying to doodle and have a good time. Yeah, I left my keys on the grass. I got halfway home and then I had this weird feeling that I didn't have my keys, and so I just like decided to check in my bag, and oh my god, was my gut right. I zoomed back up to where I was sitting. Thank god I was sat somewhere like recognizable. I knew exactly the tree branch that was over me, and these were just sparkling in the grass, glimmering in the sunlight. Holy crap, that would have been so bad. It's 9 p.m. and I am so hot. I stripped down to my bikini, if you can't tell. I am going to, I'm gonna have an ambiance shower, but it's gonna be an ice cold shower. Candles do feel a little bit excessive at the moment because I'm so hot, and the thought of being near flame makes me slightly panic. At least it's contrasted with ice cold water. Girl, dinner. Dinner in bed. I want to watch a movie.
Oh God, like what? Enters what?
Oh, fuck knows. 15 minutes.